Hello, fellow miners, and welcome to another episode from Spice Mines Gaming. Today, I want to go on an adventure to find a jungle. But before I do that, I would like to repair my looting sword. Whoops, I always forget about that. I'll get used to it one of these days. But my looting sword it's not in real need of repair, but it needs repair. So I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to see if it's going to be feasible to do that. Sometimes these things can get really expensive. But let's grab a couple of diamonds. And I'll just leave that there because I might be coming back to that. Let's just see what it's going to take to repair this. 1 diamond will be 8 levels and there's 9 levels to fully repair it. Let's go ahead and do that. Because this is a really good sword. I really like it. If only it had mending. If it had mending on it, this would be probably my favorite sword. As opposed to this one, yeah. I need to go get a mending book and put mending on this. And I'll just use this sword, because this is a much better sword. Well, there we go. An adventure for another episode. But today's focus will be the jungle. Because I want to find a jungle. As I mentioned before, I haven't had a jungle in any world that I've created, or it's probably been there. I just haven't gone to look for one, and I haven't seen one in my immediate vicinity. And so that's what I want to do. And one of the things I'd like to craft really quick is more firework rockets, because we're going to need a lot of them. Now that we have the Elytra, firework rockets are going to be something that we're going to need to make sure we have on hand all the time. And so they're pretty easy to craft. I just got the stack of paper. Now I'm going to run into the shed here. And yes, I did move my gunpowder. I have fancy shulker boxes here. And as you can see, I've got all kinds of stuff here in them. And I think... Now I'm trying to remember where I put my gunpowder. Right there in the black box. And I'll grab a stack of gunpowder. And I'm pretty sure this is all you need, is just paper and gunpowder. Now, it doesn't show up over here on the recipe for some reason. But you stick the paper there and the gunpowder there. And there you go. Lots of gunpowder rockets. There's probably a reason it doesn't show up on the crafting bench like that. It's just, I don't know it right now. I'll probably figure it out one of these days. So let me go ahead and pack this, gather this. It's about time to sleep, but what I'm going to do, my strategy here for finding a jungle, is I'm just going to start northeast. So we're facing south, and now we're facing northeast. So northeast is that way. I just want to fly that way a very long distance. And if I come across a jungle, then fantastic, we found a jungle. If not, I'll come back home. I'll go from northeast to east. Do the same thing. If I don't find anything, I'll come back. I'll go from east to southeast, and so on and so forth. And I'll go around, and hopefully I'll find one. If not, then that's going to be a real bummer. But let's just see. Let's hope. I hope that I can find myself a jungle. So let me sleep, and we're going to set off on this journey. Now, before I head off, I'm going to show you here in the map room. Northeast is going to follow this coastline, and there was that mesa up here, and I think there was a roof forest up here. There was some in the swamp, and there was a great diversity of biomes right in through here. So it might be some good scenery. So hopefully I will find a jungle. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fly off. And if I'm successful in fighting a jungle, I may just make a time lapse of my flight over there. If not, then I'll come back, give you an update, and then we'll just keep going. But I'm probably not going to show a whole lot of the flight because those generally don't have a whole lot of activity in them, and you're just flying over. But if there's something notable, then by all means, I will let you know. Otherwise, I will see you either back here or at a jungle. Okay, so I'm still headed northeast, and I happened to spot something a little suspicious over here in this way, but I stopped in this village because it was getting dark, and I wanted a place to, just pick this spot to lay down in bed and sleep for the night. And so I'm going to run over here and check this out. Watch the trees as I come over this hill and let's see, yeah, over here as I approach this water. See that right there? There's a jungle over there. That is a jungle tree. And that is a jungle biome. And I tell you, flying with the Elytra on my computer is not a pleasant experience. Let's just say the Elytra move faster than my computer can render new chunks. And, I'm flying really fast, and then all of a sudden the screen goes white because there are no chunks loaded, and then I just run smack into the side of a mountain. So I have to fly forward until I catch up to the chunks that are already rendered, and then I have to turn around, circle around. So, yeah, well, it is what it is. But here we are. We are at the jungle. I have not seen one of these in a long time. Now, while I'm here, and I can already see 2 of my objectives that I want to accomplish, and in order to do that, I presently don't have the appropriate tools. Surprise, surprise. I need an axe. Yeah, my computer is still trying to render all these chunks, so pardon the frame rate. I want an axe because I'm going to take some of this jungle wood. I'll just take this tree right here. Man, frame rate. There, okay. And another thing I want to get is cocoa beans. I'd like to grow some cocoa beans back at the house so I can get some that brown dye. That's what I'm after. There we go. Okay, let's try to get some of these cocoa beans. These right here look ripe for the picking. Alright, we got 3 of them. Cool. I'd like to get several of them. And then what I would like to do is set up these jungle logs and set up kind of like a little miniature, kind of like a cocoa bean farm back at the house. That would be kind of cool. Okay, and another thing I would like to do here is maybe try to spot a jungle temple. You know, while I'm here, make it worth my while. Jungle Temple's probably not going to have anything that I'm really in need of, but if anything, it'll make for something really interesting to look at and check it out. Again, since I haven't seen one in so long, let me go get some more of these cocoa beans over here. And again, I need to wait for these, I guess I need to wait for these chunks to render because this is just going to be hard to record and move in here at the same time with it so jerky like this. Give me just a moment to let my computer catch up, and then we'll continue on the journey. Well, I think I've waited long enough, and it seems like this just isn't going to work. But I'm just going to make things happen. I turned down some of the video settings a little bit, but, well, I'll just make do with what I've got and what I can do here. It's going to be choppy. So, again, I apologize for that. I hope it doesn't ruin the experience here. But I'll just kind of go slow here. That seems to help out a lot. Besides, you know, it doesn't hurt to go slow in the jungle. But there's a couple of things I'd like to take care of here. Like, for one, get these cocoa beans so I can get the brown dye. And then I would also like to tame an ocelot and to get a pet cat. I think that would be kind of cool. And so I went ahead, and while I was waiting for my computer to do whatever it needed to do, which it never did, I went ahead and did some fishing, and I picked up some raw fish. So what I'm going to do, let's just have that ready. And as I'm moving slow through here, I'll keep an eye out for ocelots. I've got 20 cocoa beans. I'd like to get more than that. But this looks like a pretty good-sized jungle. There's a good chance we might find one. I know they're rare, but we'll just see what we can find here. Hopefully I can find one. If not, you know, I can always mark these coordinates, come back, and look for it another time. But let's just keep our eyes peeled out for a cat and a jungle temple. Those are two things I'm looking for here. While I'm collecting some more cocoa beans, that is. And let's see, how many jungle logs? I have 22 jungle logs. I'd like to get at least a half stack. If I could. And that's quite the drop there. There's a bird. That's pretty cool. Although I don't know if I have any need or want for a bird. They're cool, but I guess you could say they're not for me. I take these are just jungle bushes, seeing as they're only one log each. Okay, well, let's just move on here. And let's see if I can find an ocelot. Let me get the cod at hand here. So if there's one in the area, he'll seek me out. Let's go down that way. And I've also got to keep an eye on the time. Being stuck in the jungle at night is not really a good thing. There's another bird down there. I like the sounds the birds make. Supposedly they mimic mob sounds, which is pretty cool. I've never heard one do it. Or if I have, I didn't know what it was doing. There's a different kind of bird that we're familiar with. The chicken. He's got a famous dance named after him. Alright, I am not seeing much of... There's another bird. Wow, it's a nice, pretty blue bird. Looking for a cat. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. There's some more cocoa beans over here. I'll grab while I'm on my way over here. Yeah, this is a pretty nice scenery here. Like I said, it's been a while since I've seen one of these jungles, and I'm really impressed. I like it. It's very green. It'd be kind of neat to build a base in a jungle at some time in another season. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Look who came to see us. Yeah. Oh, no. We're friends here. Yeah, we're friends. He ran off. Come on. You can't run off. I've got delicious fish. Your favorite. Is he gone? I hope he's not gone, because that was pretty cool. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Yeah. Come here. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. I have got yum-yums for you. Sneaky kitty. He wants me to fall in that hole, I guess. Okay, let's try to find him again. Where'd he go? There we are. Come here. Hey, don't run off. That sheep scared him, I bet. I'm blaming the sheep. Hey, yeah. You know what I've got. Ah! Come on. Cats are finicky creatures, both in Minecraft and in real life. I should know I have one. Okay, yeah. Come have fish. And you want... Yes! I've got myself a tabby cat. Meow. Hello. Well, how do we get this guy home? That's going to be... Whoop, get over here. Did not specify throwing fish on the ground. Let's go ahead and sleep. Well, I gotta wait a little bit. I don't see a jungle temple in sight. But you know what? I might just go ahead and consider this a success. As much of the frame rate as I'm suffering here, I really don't know if I could really make an entertaining push through this jungle. It just wouldn't be smooth. But I got some cocoa beans, I got some jungle wood, and I got a cat. That's 3 out of the 4 things on my list of things to look for whenever I came to a jungle. And 3 out of 4 ain't bad. I like it. So I'm going to collect my kitten. And yeah, good question. How do I get out of here? All right, kitty. Follow me. We're going to take this guy home. There we go. We're going to take this guy home and give him a name. And I have a feeling I know exactly what he's going to be named. My son has... Every time I get a dog in Minecraft or a cat, he's got names for him that he likes. And so I have a feeling that he's going to tell me to name this cat Pete. He likes Pete the cat, the storybook character. And also, my mom, his grandma, has a tabby cat that he named Pete. So, every time he gets a cat in Minecraft, he names it Pete. Or every time I get a cat in Minecraft. Let me grab some more of these. Now that I'm on the edge of the jungle, I'll just grab what I can here. Let's see, 32, great. And 28 on the logs. So I'm going to grab a couple more logs. I'd like to get 32 logs, just for the fun of it. Okay, I think that's 32 right there. Yep. Oh, that's 31. I thought I got 32. Well, coming right up, 32. Okay, now, got a bunch of oak leaves. How did I get those? I thought I was in jungle trees. I'll toss those. I don't need them. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to task myself with the chore of getting this cat home. This is going to be fun considering all of the terrain that I had to cover and cross to get here. Which direction am I going anyway? Southwest. That's the direction I need to go to get home. So, well, I'll see you back at the house with our brand new cat. Just a quick update. I'm still headed home. And here's a little tip. If you are trying to get an animal transported and you've got to cross water, lay down a boat. They'll jump in, or sometimes you got to push them in. And then there you go. You got yourself a traveling buddy. It's pretty fun too. Anyhow, I'm still headed home. Well, that's a familiar sight up there on top of that hill. And look who's still behind me. The old kitty kitty. So let's get this guy back home. Or to the home. That way he can have a safe place to stay. There's no more of that fending for himself in the jungle. He's got a home now. There he comes. There he is. That was a long walk. A little bit of rowing, a little bit of walking, a little bit of running. It was all there. Yes. Open the door manually, see if I can get him to come inside. I want him to sit up here on the bed. Sometimes they're a little tricky to get inside of a house. I don't know why. Oh, he's at the back door. Just like a cat, coming in at the back door. All right, come on up here. Well, I guess he doesn't want to come inside. This is strange. There, sit. Now follow. Now, come on. Come inside the house. There you go. Hey, and you close the door. That's a good kitty. That's a good, smart kitty right there. All right, come on up the stairs. There you go. Oh, where'd he go? Thought I saw him. Oh, I just saw the book. That's what I saw. Okay, well, I guess that works. You could sit there. Because, you know, you're a cat. That's kind of how you do things. You just pick a spot and you sit. Just like my cat. Wow. Now, let me eat up really quick. Now, that was quite the journey. Well, it's time to sleep. So let me go ahead and sleep, and then we'll go on with the rest of the show. All right, there we have it. We traveled to a jungle, and I guess pretty much I've got my jungle fix. I'm done with the jungles. So I think at this point I'm ready to do some more work around here. Hey, what are you doing? Sit. Anyhow, yeah, I'm ready to do some work around here. One thing I want, man, the frame rate is so bad. I don't understand. It's never been like this. Well, except when I first started this series, but I fixed all that. That is so weird. Okay, either way, I'll get it sorted out hopefully by the next episode. But yeah, I want to do some work on here. One thing I want to do is I want to make a general mob farm. Something that I can collect string, I can collect rotten flesh, and especially gunpowder and bones and arrows. Mostly the bones and the gunpowder. And the reason why on the gunpowder is the firework rockets require that gunpowder. And I went through quite a bit of rockets to get to the jungle. Now, I'm not going to be making a lot of those really long journeys like that. But when I do, it's nice to have a good stockpile of rockets to get from point A to point B quickly. It was much faster using the elytra to fly all the way down to that jungle than it was to walk, run, or boat, or probably a combination of the three, and or all three combined. And so I want to make sure that I have a good supply of gunpowder on hand, and I don't want to have to go running around at night fighting creepers to get the gunpowder, which that's a very viable option, but it's a dangerous option. Whereas with a mob farm, you just kind of wait around and they drop the gunpowder for you whenever they die after falling in your trap. So I think that's what I want to do next. I want to focus on a mob farm. And then after that, or kind of simultaneously, I want to expand this beacon a little bit. I want to make this a tier 3 beacon. Right now it's a tier 2 beacon. And I want to expand it to a tier 3 beacon. And that's going to take 49 blocks of iron. And let's just take a little census of my iron. I have this plus, let's see, what else do I have over here? I've got that in here. Let's see, iron is going to be in that one. Well, you know what? I definitely have 49 blocks of iron. I've got that in gold, so I can make the next layer as gold. That'd be kind of neat. But no, I'll stick to iron because I can easily get iron. But I will probably want to do some more mining just to beef up my stock of iron, because that's going to hurt my stock of iron quite a bit. Because as you saw, after that one stack of iron blocks, I didn't have a whole lot of iron ingots. I had maybe almost 3 full stacks, I think. Well, no, I have more than that. So I've got probably 4 stacks. But I haven't been using a lot of iron, so it's probably not going to be that big a deal. But I'll go ahead and make that a bigger beacon, a tier 3 beacon, and maybe that'll expand my my jumping abilities out a little bit. And another thing I would like to do is maybe get a second beacon, because digging out a mob farm is going to take time, and if I have a beacon with that haste ability on it, that'll make digging that out a lot faster. So that's something else I'd like to maybe look into, is fighting another wither to get another beacon. But that'll have to I'll have to figure that out as I go. But definitely I'm going to start working on a mob farm. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this episode. It's been an interesting episode. I found the jungle, though once I got there it was a little anticlimactic because there wasn't a whole lot going on there. We did get a cat, as you can see him in the background. Got some cocoa beans and we got some jungle wood so we can make a little miniature cocoa bean farm. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please tap or click the like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future episodes. I hope you have yourself a wonderful day. Goodbye.